Today, I want to talk about something we all face, and that is problems. Life has a funny way of throwing us challenges, unexpected turns, setbacks, and moments of pain. But there's something I've learned, and it might sound surprising. Don't tell people about your problems. Now, you might be thinking, aren't we supposed to lean on others? And yes, support can be valuable, but here's the thing, constantly sharing our struggles, our hardships, and our problems can trap us in a cycle of negativity, keeping us from moving forward and rising above. Building self-reliance is one of the most powerful ways to address and overcome life's problems. When you keep your challenges to yourself, you are choosing to rely on your own strength, creativity, and perseverance to find solutions. This journey of self-reliance isn't just about avoiding the vulnerability of sharing problems with others, it's about cultivating a mindset that is resilient, adaptable, and ready to face life's difficulties without constant external validation or support. When you rely on yourself, you strengthen your ability to tackle adversity because you aren't dependent on others' reactions or opinions. It's a common human tendency to look for sympathy, to want validation, and to feel that someone else understands what we're going through. While there's nothing wrong with seeking understanding, over time, it can turn into a crutch. When we constantly look outward for answers or comfort, we risk neglecting the very tools we possess internally. In choosing self-reliance, we make a conscious decision to look inward first, to dig deep into our own strengths and abilities, and to confront our issues head-on. This builds an inner strength that no one can take away from you, a confidence that runs deeper than any temporary solace from external support. Self-reliance also promotes self-discipline and accountability. When you handle your problems on your own, you understand that the responsibility for overcoming them rests solely on you. This understanding pushes you to think critically and actively find solutions rather than passively hoping someone else will offer a way out. Each time you confront an issue alone and push through, you're essentially training yourself to be resourceful. You become more disciplined in your approach to problems, less likely to give in to frustration or discouragement. This is particularly important because it fosters a mindset of accountability, no blaming others, no waiting for rescue, just taking charge of your circumstances. One of the greatest benefits of self-reliance is that it teaches you to trust yourself. As you work through challenges without leaning on others, you start to believe more deeply in your own capacity. You learn that you are capable of handling adversity, and this builds self-confidence. This trust in yourself becomes an invaluable asset in every area of life. You approach new problems with the knowledge that no matter how difficult the situation may seem, you have the ability to work through it. This confidence is crucial because it encourages you to take risks, pursue ambitious goals, and embrace challenges rather than avoid them. Over time, trusting yourself transforms you into a person who is resilient and adaptable, able to face uncertainties with calm assurance. Self-reliance doesn't mean isolation or rejecting the help of others. Rather, it means establishing a foundation of strength within yourself. It's about being the first line of defense against your own difficulties, knowing that even if you do seek guidance, you are fully capable of handling things alone if needed. This perspective allows you to engage with others from a position of strength rather than dependence. If you do choose to share a problem, it's not because you need someone else to fix it, but because you value their insight as an addition to your own strategies. This distinction is crucial as it preserves your sense of independence while still allowing for meaningful connections. In keeping your problems to yourself, you also learn to manage your emotions more effectively. Facing difficulties alone requires a level of emotional maturity and resilience that only grows stronger with practice. You learn to process frustration, disappointment, and even fear without seeking external reassurance. Instead, you start developing strategies to calm and ground yourself. Whether through meditation, journaling, or simply reflecting in solitude, you build an inner toolkit to manage emotions in a way that doesn't rely on others. This skill serves you well in every aspect of life because emotional resilience is foundational to lasting success and happiness. Another important aspect of self-reliance is that it encourages creativity and problem-solving skills. When we turn to others for advice or validation, we might receive quick solutions that seem convenient. However, by choosing to handle our issues alone, we are forced to think outside the box, to brainstorm, and to explore different perspectives we might otherwise ignore. This process fosters a mindset of innovation, teaching us to view problems as puzzles rather than insurmountable barriers. Each time you come up with a unique solution or approach to a challenge, you're sharpening your problem-solving abilities, which only makes you more capable of handling future obstacles. Keeping problems to yourself also allows you to cultivate a sense of inner peace and focus. When you're not constantly sharing your struggles, you avoid the distraction of outside opinions or criticisms. Instead, you can fully concentrate on understanding and addressing the issue at hand. This helps you stay more grounded, focused, and clear-headed. It's easy to lose focus when too many voices are weighing in, each with their own perspective and advice. But in solitude, you can connect with your own intuition and values, guiding your decisions based on what truly matters to you rather than what others might expect or think. Overcoming obstacles on your own makes your victories even more meaningful. The satisfaction that comes from solving a difficult problem, from persevering through tough times without relying on others, is a powerful feeling. You know that the success is entirely yours, it wasn't handed to you. and it wasn't a result of someone else's efforts. This sense of accomplishment is a testament to your own strength and resilience, reinforcing your belief in yourself and your ability to thrive despite adversity. In the end, self-reliance builds a foundation of inner strength, emotional resilience, and resourcefulness. It teaches you to trust in your own abilities, to stay focused on solutions, and to manage your emotions independently. It empowers you to be the person you can depend on to face life's challenges with unwavering confidence and courage. So while it might feel comforting to share your problems with others, consider the power of keeping them to yourself. In silence, you find your strength. In solitude, you discover your resilience. And with every challenge you face on your own, you get closer to becoming the person you are truly capable of being. When we encounter challenges in life, our first reaction is often to talk about them with others, to express our frustrations and seek comfort or validation. However, while sharing our problems might provide temporary relief, it can also keep us trapped in a cycle of focusing on what's wrong rather than moving toward solutions. Shifting the focus from the problem itself to actively seeking solutions is a transformative approach that empowers us to take control of our lives. This process isn't about ignoring or suppressing problems, rather, it's about changing our mindset to see difficulties as opportunities for growth and resilience. Focusing on solutions begins with a change in perspective. Instead of dwelling on why a problem happened or who is responsible, a solution-focused mindset asks, what can I do to move forward? This shift is empowering because it immediately positions you as an active participant in overcoming the issue. When you focus on solutions, you become less interested in assigning blame and more invested in finding a way out. This mental adjustment, though simple, is powerful. It frees up mental and emotional energy previously spent on frustration and redirects it toward constructive action. One of the first steps in shifting to a solution-focused mindset is embracing a sense of personal agency. When you see yourself as capable of influencing outcomes, you begin to take ownership of your circumstances. Taking ownership of your problems doesn't mean you can control every situation, but it does mean recognizing that your response to each situation is within your control. In other words, you may not be responsible for the problem, but you are responsible for finding a solution. This personal agency is the foundation of resilience. Each time you confront a problem with the intention of finding a solution, you reinforce the belief that you have the power to shape your life and that no obstacle is insurmountable. Shifting focus to solutions also involves cultivating a mindset of optimism. Optimism isn't about ignoring the negative aspects of a situation, but rather about believing in the possibility of a positive outcome. When you adopt an optimistic outlook, you are more likely to engage in proactive behavior and seek creative ways to solve problems. Optimism fuels persistence. It gives you the drive to keep searching for answers, even when the path isn't immediately clear. Studies in psychology have shown that individuals who maintain an optimistic outlook are better at coping with stress and more resilient in the face of adversity. By fostering optimism, you set the stage for solution-focused thinking, making it easier to see potential in every setback. Another essential aspect of focusing on solutions is adopting a problem-solving approach. This approach involves breaking down the problem into manageable parts, examining each component, and identifying actionable steps toward resolution. Instead of viewing the problem as a single overwhelming obstacle, break it down into specific issues that can be addressed one by one. For example, if you're facing financial difficulties, you might start by analyzing your spending habits, exploring additional income sources, or creating a budget. By dissecting the problem, you gain clarity and make the process of finding solutions less daunting. This approach not only helps you tackle the current issue, but also equips you with problem-solving skills that will serve you in the future. Creativity plays a crucial role in solution-focused thinking. When we stop fixating on a problem and start considering potential solutions, we open the door to creative thinking. Sometimes the best solutions aren't immediately obvious, and they require us to think outside the box. This creativity is often stifled when we're too focused on the problem itself, because negative emotions like fear and frustration can cloud our thinking. By shifting attention to solutions, we free ourselves to think more expansively. The creative solutions may involve trying new strategies, seeking out resources, or even reevaluating our approach entirely. It's about being open to different possibilities and willing to experiment until we find what works. One of the most important aspects of a solution-focused mindset is persistence. Solutions rarely present themselves immediately, and the journey to resolving a problem often involves setbacks and revisions. However, by focusing on solutions, you commit yourself to a path of continuous improvement. This requires patience and resilience, as you may need to try several approaches before finding the one that works. Persistence is the bridge between ideas and results. It's what turns a potential solution into a real change. Each time you persist, despite setbacks, you build resilience and develop a capacity to handle future challenges with more confidence and ease. Focusing on solutions also teaches you to embrace accountability. When you look for solutions rather than fixating on problems, you're taking responsibility for your role in shaping the outcome. This accountability empowers you to make decisions that align with your goals and values without waiting for others to step in. It allows you to stand firmly in your own power, making choices that serve your best interests. This doesn't mean you have to do everything alone, but it does mean recognizing that you play a crucial role in overcoming your obstacles. When you hold yourself accountable, you're more likely to follow through on the actions needed to create positive change. One valuable byproduct of focusing on solutions is that it enhances your confidence and self-trust. Each time you solve a problem, you prove to yourself that you are capable and resourceful. Over time, this builds a foundation of self-confidence that extends beyond individual challenges. When you consistently approach difficulties with a solutions-oriented mindset, you develop a sense of trust in your own abilities, which makes future challenges feel less intimidating. You start to see yourself as a person who can handle whatever life throws your way, which is incredibly empowering and helps foster a strong, resilient mindset. Finally, by focusing on solutions, you inspire others around you. People are naturally drawn to those who face problems with optimism and a proactive approach. When others see you consistently finding ways to overcome difficulties, they are encouraged to adopt similar approaches in their own lives. Your actions create a ripple effect, spreading a positive, solution-focused attitude to those around you. In this way, focusing on solutions not only benefits you, but also uplifts and motivates others. In the end, choosing to focus on solutions rather than problems is a life-changing shift. It builds resilience, fosters creativity, and strengthens confidence. It teaches you to see problems as temporary challenges rather than permanent setbacks, and it empowers you to take control of your life. By developing a solutions-focused mindset, you cultivate an inner strength that enables you to face future challenges with confidence and grace. This approach doesn't just solve problems, it transforms the way you experience life, turning each challenge into an opportunity for growth and progress. Through this shift in focus, you become a person who doesn't just survive adversity, but thrives in the face of it, capable of overcoming any obstacle with determination and clarity. Avoiding external judgment and influence is one of the most empowering approaches to personal growth and problem solving. When we navigate challenges, it's natural to seek validation, advice, or support from others. However, relying too heavily on external opinions can interfere with our ability to form clear, authentic perspectives and solutions. By minimizing the role of outside influences, we cultivate self-confidence, independence, and the ability to make decisions aligned with our true values. This approach frees us from the constraints of judgment, allowing us to navigate life in a way that is true to ourselves rather than conforming to others' expectations. One of the primary reasons to avoid external judgment is to protect our sense of self. When we allow others' opinions to shape our decisions, we begin to lose touch with our own beliefs and values. People may have opinions based on their own life experiences, biases, and agendas, none of which may align with our personal journey. The more we absorb and react to these outside perspectives, the more we dilute our own identity, becoming a reflection of others' expectations rather than a product of our own aspirations and choices. By limiting external influence, we preserve our unique values and beliefs, building a strong foundation of self-assuredness that serves as a guiding compass, especially during difficult times. Avoiding external judgment also encourages self-reliance. When we stop seeking validation from others, we learn to look within for guidance and solutions. Instead of seeking reassurance or confirmation, we begin to rely on our own judgment, skills, and understanding. This practice builds resilience as we are no longer dependent on others to make us feel secure or capable. Over time, this independence becomes a source of strength, allowing us to trust our own instincts and decisions. This doesn't mean we ignore advice entirely, but rather that we place a higher priority on our own judgment and intuition. Developing self-reliance is a powerful tool for personal growth, and it creates a solid foundation for handling life's uncertainties with confidence. When we become less susceptible to external influence, we also improve our ability to handle criticism. In a world where everyone has an opinion, we often face criticism from people who may not fully understand our situations. These judgments can be hurtful, especially if we allow them to affect our self-worth or decisions. However, by learning to avoid external judgment, we become less vulnerable to negative opinions. We start to view criticism objectively rather than personally, seeing it as a reflection of the other person's perspective rather than an accurate measure of our worth. This shift empowers us to rise above criticism without feeling compelled to defend or justify our choices. Freeing ourselves from the influence of others is also essential for clear decision-making. When we involve too many voices in our thought process, our judgment can become clouded. Conflicting opinions and advice can create confusion, making it harder to see what truly matters to us. Relying on external opinions can introduce doubt and lead us down paths that aren't aligned with our values. By quieting these external voices, we gain clarity, allowing us to make decisions that are rooted in our own understanding and intuition. This clarity not only leads to better decision-making, but also gives us the confidence to follow through with our choices, knowing they are truly our own. Another benefit of avoiding external judgment is the ability to grow authentically. When we live in constant concern over others' opinions, we often choose paths that are acceptable or safe rather than those that challenge us to grow. This tendency to conform can hold us back from exploring new opportunities or taking risks. We become more focused on pleasing others than pursuing what fulfills us. By letting go of the fear of judgment, we allow ourselves the freedom to pursue goals that resonate deeply, even if they don't align with societal expectations. This willingness to explore our true interests leads to personal growth and fulfillment as we begin to carve out a path that reflects who we genuinely are. Avoiding outside influence also strengthens our relationships. When we make decisions based on our own beliefs and values, we attract people who respect and appreciate us for who we are, not for the version we present to meet others' expectations. Authenticity fosters deeper connections as people are drawn to honesty and sincerity. Relationships built on genuine understanding and mutual respect are far more fulfilling than those rooted in superficiality or pretense. When we stop worrying about judgment, we also become more empathetic and accepting of others, allowing for healthier, more meaningful connections. A key part of avoiding judgment is the discipline of self-reflection. Instead of seeking answers outside ourselves, we turn inward, analyzing our motivations, strengths, and areas for improvement. Self-reflection helps us understand our values and clarify our goals, allowing us to make informed, conscious decisions. This process builds self-awareness, which is essential for personal growth. When we regularly engage in self-reflection, we develop a stronger sense of who we are, making it easier to resist external pressures and stand by our choices. Self-reflection serves as a grounding practice, reminding us to stay true to ourselves, regardless of what others may think. One of the most empowering aspects of avoiding external judgment is the sense of freedom it brings. When we stop basing our decisions on others' opinions, we free ourselves from the constraints of comparison and competition. We no longer feel pressured to conform to social norms or live up to someone else's idea of success. This freedom allows us to live more fully and authentically, exploring interests and pursuits that bring true joy and satisfaction. We become less focused on seeking approval and more interested in fulfilling our own potential. This sense of liberation transforms our outlook as we embrace life on our own terms without the weight of external expectations. By avoiding judgment, we also improve our mental and emotional well-being. Constantly worrying about others' opinions can lead to stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. This preoccupation with external validation takes a toll on our mental health, making it difficult to find peace or satisfaction. When we let go of the need for approval, we experience a significant reduction in stress. We become more at peace with ourselves, finding fulfillment in the progress we make rather than the validation we receive. This inner peace is essential for emotional well-being, as it allows us to maintain a sense of balance and contentment regardless of external circumstances. Ultimately, avoiding external judgment and influence allows us to lead a life of integrity. When we base our actions on our own values rather than on the opinions of others, we cultivate a strong sense of personal integrity. We become people who live by their beliefs and take responsibility for their choices. This integrity becomes a guiding force, helping us navigate challenges with confidence and self-respect. Living in alignment with our values brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment that no amount of external validation can provide. In conclusion, avoiding external judgment and influence is not about shutting others out. It's about prioritizing our own voice and values. It's about building a life that is true to who we are, free from the constraints of others' expectations. This approach fosters self-confidence, resilience, and inner peace, empowering us to face life's challenges with clarity and strength. By choosing to limit the role of outside influences, we gain the freedom to grow authentically, make clear decisions, and live with integrity. This path may be challenging, but it leads to a life that is truly our own, guided by our beliefs, values, and vision. Transforming pain into growth is one of the most empowering journeys we can undertake. Pain is an inevitable part of life, yet it is often seen as something to be avoided, suppressed, or overcome as quickly as possible. However, when we choose to see pain as a tool for personal development, it becomes a gateway to profound growth, resilience, and wisdom. Pain has the unique ability to strip away superficial concerns, forcing us to confront our most authentic selves. By leaning into our discomfort and reflecting on what it teaches us, we can use pain to deepen our understanding of life and ourselves. This shift in perspective allows us to find meaning in hardship, emerging from challenges stronger and wiser. One of the first steps in transforming pain into growth is to acknowledge it fully. Often we resist or deny our pain, either because we fear vulnerability or because we don't want to appear weak. However, denying pain only causes it to linger and resurface in different areas of life. Acknowledgement, on the other hand, allows us to face our emotions head-on and begin the healing process. When we acknowledge our pain without judgment, we grant ourselves the freedom to feel deeply, which is essential for true healing. This acceptance doesn't mean wallowing in suffering, but rather allowing ourselves to feel and process the emotions that arise. Only by accepting pain can we begin to understand its origins, leading us to the insights necessary for growth. Pain also serves as a powerful motivator for change. Many times we remain in comfortable or familiar situations until discomfort pushes us out of complacency. Pain challenges us to confront areas of life we might have ignored and often serves as a catalyst for self-improvement. When we experience hardship, it forces us to question our choices, beliefs, and behaviors. This questioning allows us to uncover patterns and habits that may be holding us back. Pain, in this sense, is a wake-up call that shakes us out of passivity and prompts us to actively pursue change. Through this process, we can begin to reshape our lives in ways that align more closely with our true values and goals. Another essential aspect of transforming pain into growth is the development of resilience. Pain teaches us how to navigate hardship, and with each challenge we face, we become more capable of handling future difficulties. Resilience is built through repeated exposure to adversity and our response to it. Each time we confront and move through painful experiences, we become more confident in our ability to handle similar situations in the future. This resilience is invaluable, as it gives us the strength to face life's uncertainties without fear. Over time, resilience transforms pain from something to be feared into something we understand is temporary and manageable. This shift helps us maintain a sense of stability and hope, even in the face of significant challenges. When we use pain as a source of growth, we also gain a deeper understanding of our values and priorities. Pain has a way of stripping away superficial concerns and showing us what truly matters. For instance, losing a loved one often brings into focus the importance of connection, gratitude, and cherishing the people we care about. Going through hardship allows us to reassess our lives and realign our actions with our core values. This clarity of purpose helps us live more intentionally, making choices that reflect what is most meaningful to us. As a result, we emerge from painful experiences with a renewed sense of purpose and direction. Pain can also deepen our empathy and compassion for others. When we experience hardship, we gain insight into the struggles that others may face. This understanding helps us connect with others on a deeper level and approach relationships with greater kindness and patience. Transforming pain into growth not only benefits us personally, but also enriches our connections with others. Empathy allows us to offer genuine support, understanding, and encouragement to those around us, creating a more compassionate and supportive community. Our personal experiences with pain can become a source of strength for others as we use our insights to uplift those facing similar challenges. Another way pain contributes to growth is by fostering emotional intelligence. Going through difficult times forces us to confront complex emotions like anger, sadness, and fear. Navigating these emotions helps us develop a deeper awareness of our feelings and the ways they influence our thoughts and actions. This heightened emotional awareness, known as emotional intelligence, allows us to manage our emotions more effectively and respond to others with sensitivity. Emotional intelligence is essential for building healthy relationships and coping with future challenges. By understanding our own emotional landscape, we gain the tools to handle difficult situations calmly and rationally, which contributes to long-term personal growth. Pain also inspires creativity and innovation. When we are pushed to our limits, we are often forced to think differently, exploring solutions and ideas we might never have considered otherwise. Many artists, writers, and creators find that their greatest work emerges from periods of struggle. Pain has a way of breaking down conventional boundaries, allowing us to see the world from new perspectives. This openness to new ideas can lead to creative breakthroughs, whether in art, business, or personal growth. By transforming pain into a source of inspiration, we tap into a wellspring of creativity that enhances every area of life. Personal transformation through pain also fosters self-compassion. Going through hardship can often bring up feelings of self-blame or doubt. However, by choosing to view pain as a growth opportunity, we learn to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. Self-compassion is the practice of accepting our flaws and mistakes without harsh judgment. It allows us to embrace our humanity, recognizing that suffering is a universal experience. By cultivating self-compassion, we create a safe space within ourselves to heal, free from criticism or unrealistic expectations. This inner kindness strengthens our resilience as we learn to support ourselves through difficulties rather than turning to self-criticism. One of the most profound aspects of transforming pain into growth is that it allows us to find meaning in suffering. Psychologists and philosophers alike have explored the idea that finding meaning in hardship is essential for healing. When we can frame our experiences in a way that adds purpose to our pain, we transform suffering from a source of despair into a stepping stone toward greater understanding. For example, someone who has endured a major illness may find meaning by using their experience to advocate for others or to promote health awareness. Finding purpose in pain doesn't erase the hardship, but it allows us to extract valuable lessons that enrich our lives and inspire us to make a positive impact. Finally, transforming pain into growth encourages us to embrace change. Pain often comes from situations that disrupt our sense of stability or security. By choosing to see these disruptions as opportunities for growth, we become more adaptable and open to change. Life is constantly evolving, and the ability to adapt is essential for long-term success and fulfillment. Embracing change rather than resisting it enables us to move forward with confidence, knowing that every experience, even painful ones, has something to teach us. This adaptability enhances our ability to thrive, allowing us to approach life with a sense of curiosity and optimism rather than fear. In conclusion, transforming pain into growth is a journey of resilience, self-discovery, and meaning. By choosing to embrace our challenges rather than avoiding them, we unlock a profound source of strength and wisdom. Pain, when approached with an open mind and heart, becomes a teacher that guides us toward our true selves. It teaches us resilience, empathy, creativity, and emotional intelligence, allowing us to navigate life with greater depth and understanding. Through this process, we become not only stronger, but also more compassionate, adaptable, and purposeful. In choosing to see pain as an opportunity for growth, we empower ourselves to turn even our darkest moments into stepping stones toward a fulfilling, meaningful life.